is it like off to the tempo, so it's gonna be fucked up?
Yeah, it might be. Just see if it should.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me listen with that in mind.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can't see the ground down below. If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender.
I maybe heard it on the first line, maybe.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome?
It's very light. Like
Yeah.
it's very light.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too noticeable.
I don't think so either.
But at the end of the day, it's your
But
vision.
I'm gonna notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your vision. Let's try it.
Let's try to recut it. Is that, bro? It's literally that. Like, it's super not noticeable, but I'm gonna notice it. You know what I mean?
Understood for sure.
All right.
By corrupting my entire body, down here we forget the mind and the soul.
It sounds slow. What's the tempo at?
By corrupting my entire body, down.
135.
Damn. All right.
You said it sounds slower?
Yeah, I don't know why. It sounds a little slow when that part comes in. I'm probably just tripping, bro. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright. Let me see.
By corrupting my entire body, down here. By corrupting my entire body, down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum?
Might be. Did you want to break it up how you did it before, or?
I can do the ins and outs kind of. You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha. Alright, and did you want me to keep that one right before you just stopped?
Sure.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Or just the consequences of my actions and the outcomes? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? I'll pray you understand. It's so hard to take your hand.
All right, I'll do the. Can we hear that real quick?
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Or just the consequences of my actions and the outcomes? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? I'll pray you understand. It's so hard to take your hand.
Let me try to get it one more time, bro.
Bet.
Also, my voice is like a little bit more warmed up right now, so.
Perfect, okay.
Corrupting my entire body, down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Or just the consequences of my actions and the outcomes?
One more time. Just a little out of key on that.
Corrupting my entire body, down
good. Here we go.
Yep.
Corrupting my entire body. Down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Or just the consequences of my actions and the outcomes? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Understand, it's so hard to take your hands.
I think that was it. Let me hear that back real quick.
Entire body. Down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Or just the consequences of my actions and the outcomes? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? I'll pray you understand.
Let me grab that line real
It's
quick.
so hard to take.
Just, I pray you understand. That's the only one I need.
Bet.
Walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? I'll pray you understand. It's so hard to take. I'll pray you understand. It's so hard to take your hands.
Alright, I'll do the ins and outs now.
Perfect.
And the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can't see the ground down below. If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I'll pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hands.
Let me grab that last line real quick. All I think about is violence.
All I think about, I don't walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I'll pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hands. I'll pray the solace and the silence. I'll pray the solace and the silence. I'll pray the solace in the silence. No emotion, hollow bodies, generational addiction to the pain and falling. Down here we end. If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I'll pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hands. Pray the solace and the silence. I'll pray the solace and the silence.
Alright, let me grab like a little layer on top of the first Solace in the Silence. Like I'm gonna do a soft one over that.
Control, pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hands. Pray the solace in the silence. I'll pray the solace in the silence. I'll pray the solace in the silence. No emotion, hollow bodies, generational addiction to the pain and
that re-recorded,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely way cleaner. I was
Alright, cool.
noticing that earlier when we were doing it.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just like, you know, that happens after you warm up your vocal too.
Yeah, get comfortable with it for sure.
Right.
In slow motion, out of body. So my soul is wretched, sitting right. I'm so ungodly. Down here we carry the weight on. In bad omens, didn't stop me. I could feel the pride corrupting my entire body. Down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can you see the ground down below? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hand. There's solace in the silence.
Alright, let me copy that over to the second hook.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find it? If I venture, but if I,
But. Do you want water?
Yeah, please.
Alright, okay.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yep.
if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can't see the ground down below. If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I pray you. If I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're up. I'll be home. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can you see the ground down below? If I try to walk the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can you see the ground?
Yeah, man.
But if I
Maybe I'll do it on butt. Trying to make the if work.
I like that up in if you can do a hard cut on it.
You mean like right where?
You know.
Right on butt? It would cut?
Yeah.
But if I venture through the
Like that?
I like that.
Okay.
You don't like that?
No, I actually don't mind that. It works like in terms of rhythm, and like it works on the grid and tempo
Right.
wise. That's just the that syllable, that reverse verb was made with that.
Alright, so you
And then
want
what
to
you're
try it
saying-
with the butt?
but
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, try it with the butt.
that's what I was thinking.
but if I venture through the
That does sound kind of sick.
I
though.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
I
not
kind of
gonna
like
lie.
that. Like,
That is pretty sick.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find
is that reverse reverb being fed to any kind of delay or anything?
No. It could.
Okay,
It
alright,
could.
cool.
if you
No,
want.
it's
Okay.
cool. I want it clean.
Bet. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. It kind of does make sense because you hear that syllable next anyway.
Right. I kind of like. I think it's cool.
What?
Yeah.
Just clean it up a little bit.
quarter note panning on that?
Yeah, on what? Which part?
Solace in the silence, silence. And you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And you said pan.
Yeah.
Alright, bet.
It's so hard to take your hand. Solace in the silence.
Ping pong delay?
Yeah. Gotcha.
In the silence.
Bro, low key, I'd be getting nervous to like work with anyone else, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, understandable.
I'm so like I feel like we have like such a good chemistry. Like, why would I
once
do that? You know
I was
what I
gonna
mean?
say that once you get the chemistry where like the person knows you as an artist and what you like.
Yeah, you know my sound, bro. It's
You
like,
have to restart that with someone else, and like,
Yeah.
you know, they might be used to doing shit a certain way, so
Right,
they might
right.
think that like, you know, some of your ideas might be too off the wall.
yeah, and then
like,
they might not be cool with me like giving
Yeah,
feedback or like
exactly.
yeah.
You
so,
never know.
Exactly.
I mean, bro, I totally feel that. I've only ever worked with one engineer, and that was Justin.
Oh really?
Up until the point that I learned to do it myself, I never ever had another engineer ever.
Yeah. Do you have people that you trust like to record you, or is it
I'm
really
about
just like just Justin and like other people at Milk Boy?
It's just me and Justin for real. I'm about to
Damn.
start having
That's so sick.
I'm about to start having the interns record me for their sake,
Yeah.
so they can get practice with
Yeah.
Pro Tools, and so eventually I can start utilizing them
Mm-hmm.
for that sort of shit. But like, no, yeah, it's just me and Justin.
What's it called, bro? I do want to ask you. Do you just want to make sure that it's cool? Jonathan asked me like, and he told me, he was like, yo, bro, I want to record you at Milk Boy.
Yeah.
Like, would you be down for that? I'm like, yo, like I'm cool with it, but like
Bro,
I just want to
of
like
course.
check with
Of
Miles.
course, bro.
Cool.
I mean, that's what I was just talking about. It'll give him practice too.
Yeah.
Down on the same page,
Yeah.
you get some shit
Yeah,
recorded.
for
so-
sure.
Yeah, why not, bro? I don't
Cool,
care.
cool.
I'm totally,
Cool.
totally open to that, bro.
So dope.
I feel like the engineer-artist relationship, like obviously you want to have one that you lock in with, but it's not like you're cheating on me. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
no,
Like-
for sure. It was just like, I'm a paying customer for Miles,
Word.
so like for me to then come into the studio with Jonathan,
For sure. I feel
like
you.
you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to
that
check
kind
with
of
you.
shit. That kind of shit happens all the time.
Yeah, I just wanted to check with you first. So.
Totally fine, bro.
Cool.
Totally all good. Alright, let me see how this sounds. Oh, that ping pong, you know.
Hard to take your hand. Solace in the silence. I pray solace in the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence. No emotion, hollow but I pray there's solace in the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence.
Am I supposed to be? Let me see.
It's in the silence, 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 silence. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hand. There's solace in the silence.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
what? That's definitely not correct. Maybe I think it's because we changed. But even when I change the tempo, it changes the whole. It should print onto the file. So I don't know why.
Right.
Like that really definitely. Oh, you know what I can do instead of doing this though.
Is there like any tail in front of the instrumental? I'm sure you checked for it already, but
I did check for it. I already cut some of it, but I guess some of this too.
Just try it. Yeah.
The thing about that is
It's gonna throw everything off.
Yeah, let me just move everything over.
I don't need so hard to take your hand. Find the solace in the silence.
Let me just try to punch him in there.
Find the solace in the silence.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah, bro. It's something with, because it says clearly that I set the tempo to 135.
Right.
In order for me to have did that, I had to put it to elastic audio anyway. So I think something with changing it to rhythmic elastic audio throws off the grid, like the overall grid of where like the delays would hit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let
But it's
me-
all based off of when you're telling the vocal to hit the delay.
exactly.
So that shouldn't
exactly,
even
yeah,
matter,
that
bro.
shouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah, I do this shit on my computer all the time. Like, I never check to see if it's matched up with the
Yeah.
grid. I mean, I do to an extent, you know what I mean? But like, I've never had that.
Right. Yeah. No. Let me see.
Find the solace in the silence.
Can we try this, bro? Can you try to take it off of like the tempo match and just do like the milliseconds?
What do you mean, like?
Can you go into the delay plugin?
Yeah. Let me see.
So, instead of host, you see how it's on host?
Yeah. BPM.
Go to
milliseconds.
milliseconds, and you can adjust it.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, you can probably just feed that to another delay that has the milliseconds on it, because that's gonna fuck up the other delays, you know.
It shouldn't, because I'm not using the half delay anywhere else.
Okay.
Or I mean, this specific one. Anywhere
Okay.
else.
The solace in the silence. The silence. Solace in the silence.
Okay. So what?
I think maybe a little bit slower.
Solace in the silence. Solace in the silence. Solace in the silence.
That's a little better.
Solace in the silence.
That's too fast. Is it getting?
Solace in the silence. Solace in the silence.
It sounds like it has the eighth on it.
It does. Let me
Yeah.
let me just mute the rest of those, because that's just gonna make it complicated.
Solace in the silence. 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 I pray the solace in the solace in the silence.
So then I just need to grab some more of that.
Award hard to take your hands. I'll pray there's solace in the silence. Silence. Silence.
There you go.
It's hard to take your hands. Pray there's solace in the silence. Silence.
Maybe even a little.
It's hard to take your hands. Pray there's solace in the silence. Silence. It's hard to take your hands. Pray there's solace in the silence.
Yeah.
In the silence. In the silence. It's hard to take your hands. Pray there's solace in the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence.
Same thing here.
Yeah.
Silence, silence.
I'm low key proud of myself right now.
For that milliseconds call.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro. For real. I don't know how I didn't think of that.
Listen to silence. I'll breathe the silence in the silence. No motion, hollow bodies, silence. No motion, silence in the silence. Silence.
Just throw a scream on the last one.
You said a what?
A scream.
Oh,
like a
okay.
distorted scream
Alright,
on the
bet,
last
bet,
one.
bet. Let's do it. Hell yeah. No emotion about it. Can you hear me? Yeah. Alright, cool. You have a background there currently. Do you want to leave that there, or you want to just? Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's try it.
I pray the solace in the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence. No motion, hollow bodies, generate solace in the silence.
I like that. You want to try it again, or? Okay. Here we go.
In the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence. No motion, hollow bodies, generation. Pray there's solace in the silence. I pray there's solace in the silence. No motion, hollow bodies, generation.
You want to hear that one?
Sure.
I pray there's solace in the silence. No motion,
Hell yeah.
hollow bodies.
Yeah, I think that added some good texture. Definitely added some great texture.
Yeah. And you can copy and paste that onto the last one
Other
too.
one? Alright, cool. Gotcha.
Bro, once I really start like fusing the screamo shit
Yeah.
in, like, and get the guitars and the drums, oh my god,
Yeah, bro, for sure.
it's gonna be nutso, Miles. Like, it's really gonna be nuts.
That live shit is gonna make it tough too.
It's gonna make it pop so hard.
Hell yeah.
I pray there's solace in the silence. No motion, hollow bodies, generation.
Alright, cool. There's only 2 hooks, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Say by practicing everything, no.
Oh,
In
does
the
that?
silence. No motion.
That doesn't go.
Yeah.
Silence in the silence. Silence in the silence. Silence. I pray the solace in the silence. I pray the solace in the silence. Your hand, pray the solace
Gotcha.
But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can you see the ground down
Like a single
below?
band compressor.
What'd you say?
You're kind of using it more as like a single band compressor.
Yeah, just for that one little area of
Yeah.
frequency. It's a little sharp. I can show you.
Don't,
The light one's on this too,
Right.
but
don't.
you can see the frequencies here.
But if I venture through the void, would I
At some parts of the song, they just spike around here a little bit.
I feel you.
But if I venture through,
But it's ever so lightly, like that orange line right there.
Yeah.
That's what's actually hitting. Like this is just like a little visualization of the threshold, but that's what's actually hitting it.
Right.
It's barely even touching it.
Right. Right.
I could feel the pride corrupting my entire body. Down here we forget the mind and the soul. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my actions and the outcome? Can you see the ground down below? If I try to walk on water, would I drown inside a maelstrom? Can't just surrender control. I'll pray you understand. All I think about is violence. It's so hard to take your hand. Pray the solace in the silence. I pray the solace in the silence. I pray the solace in the silence. No emotion, hollow bodies, generational addiction to the pain and folly. Down here we invest in everything, no. With no devotion, say by proxy, try to emulate, but in the end I couldn't copy. Up there I pray that one day I'll be whole. But if I venture through the void, would I ever find asylum? Now that you're against the wall, or just the consequences of my in slow motion, out of body, so my soul is
I don't know how you feel. Like you could definitely tell me any like specific effects that you want, but I'm not hearing like stutters and shit.
No. I'm digging it how it is.
More.
Yeah, we can actually listen to the second half of the song.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I pray there's solace in the silence.